Good evening, Planning Commission. My name is Matt Simpkins. I'm a management analyst here at the City of Oxnard in the Community Development Department. Tonight, we'll be discussing amendments to Chapters 11 and 16 of the Oxnard City Code and Commercial Cannabis Cultivation Regulations. This is pertaining to planning and zoning permit number 23-580-02, and this is for Planning Commission dated August 3rd, 2023. The purpose of these items are to present proposed zoning text amendments to Chapters 11 and 16 to address changes needed as a result of implementation of the city's existing cannabis regulations and create new regulations to permit indoor commercial cannabis cultivation in up to 6 locations in the city. This item was continued from the July 6th meeting due to receipt of 2 comments and 1 comment letter and 1 error that needed to be addressed, and also released an updated proposed ordinance. August 3rd staff report addresses comments received after the publication of July 6th staff report and provides recommended changes to the proposed chapters 11 and 16. Comment letter from Ventura County Air Pollution Control District, and also the changes to the proposed following areas: Section 11-487I2, the operating requirements for cultivators, and Section 11-473B, modify identified locations where indoor commercial cannabis cultivation is permitted, being consistent with the committee's direction. Comment letter from the Ventura County Air Pollution Control District received July 6th this year mentioned changing the definition of a sensitive use and the boundary, and adding requirements to check in with the VCA PCD and not allow for generators only in the exception of an emergency. So the staff's response was that in 2019, the Oxnard City Council made the decision to go with the state's 600 feet buffer requirement. And with regards to checking in with the Ventura County Air Pollution Control District, we would add a standard condition of approval that will require this, and that this would enable the VCA PCD to ensure that gasoline power generators are not permitted. And then 2 additional changes in Section 11-487I2, just adding the following language as requested by the city's Public Works Department to add a wastewater discharge plan, and also to add the verbiage that every attempt should be made by the licensee to connect to the city's recycled water line where feasible. This continued. The only other change was just adding language, so it reads the following in Section 11-473B. Cultivation is conceptually permitted on properties zoned limited manufacturing ML, light manufacturing M1, and heavily industrial M2, and business and research park BRP. Cultivation may be located in the following areas subject to relevant specific plan requirements: Sakiota Farms Business Park specific plan, McKine's Ranch Business Park specific plan, Arcturus Avenue, Northfield and Seagate Business Park specific plan, Channel Islands Business Center, and Statham Business Park. These areas can be shown on this map. It's the 6 locations, and they are highlighted in green. So the next steps would be to present these ordinance proposed changes to City Council in September this year. And with the approval of the indoor commercial cannabis cultivation regulations, staff will begin preparing application paperwork and develop the review protocol. We anticipate this taking approximately 12 months. So finally, the recommendation that the Planning Commission open a public hearing and receive public testimony, and that they also adopt resolution 2023-XX recommending that the City Council approve amendments to the Oxnard City Code pertaining to regulation of cannabis manufacturing, distribution, testing, and retail dispensaries, and an amendment to the Oxnard City Code chapters 11 and 16 to allow up to 5 indoor commercial cannabis cultivators in 6 identified areas of the city. If you have any questions, we'll be here to answer them. Thank you.